Welcome to Daily Confidence for Entrepreneurs. In this episode, you will discover the best platforms to create content for, the best platforms to repurpose your content to and for, how to automate and systematize your content, and how to automate the repurposing and the distribution process. And we're going to dive into a very interesting conversation with my friend, Hani Mourra. Welcome, Hani.
Hey, Mustafa, thank you for having me here. I'm excited to
Great
be
to
here.
see you. Great to see you. Let me do the proper introduction for Hani, and we're going to dive into a conversation about repurposing content and how to maximize your exposure, which is an important topic and vital for every business. Hani Mourra is a husband, dad, CEO, and the founder of Repurpose.io, an easy-to-use automation tool that helps entrepreneurs, coaches, and content creators maximize their exposure without spending hours publishing to multiple platforms. Welcome, Hani. How's your day so far?
Well, it's been a great day. Yeah.
Beautiful. Where about are you?
I'm in Toronto, Canada, so it's still nice and still nice fall weather. We haven't hit winter yet.
Absolutely. We were talking about the fall colors in Ontario are just spectacular. They're breathtaking. I know that people like to travel to Ontario from all over the world to actually see the fall colors.
Yeah, we're fortunate here. We have all the seasons,
Love
we're
it.
blessed to have all the seasons, and they're nice. My favorite summer still, I'm not gonna lie. I love the heat. I'll take the heat anytime over anything.
Absolutely. It was a good summer here in Calgary too. We got a nice warm summer. And it's like working its way into September too. It's like 28 degrees in Calgary, which is very rare.
That is unreal.
End of September. Amazing. So let's dive into it, Hani. What is your story?
All right. So I started. Well, I'm a computer engineer, software engineer by study, and started kind of tinkering around, creating my own software probably around 10 years ago, and got involved. I've always loved video. Video has always been something I loved as a kid. I always loved editing. I'm the guy who would take all the footage from all the family, put it together, and make it go make it to a nice little slideshow so we can all enjoy it later. So video has always been a passion. I'm a software guy. And then I started blogging in 2009 about video, of course, because I love video. And anyway, long story short, a few years into it, I was like, I need to build something. I had this maker itch. Like I had to build something. I have software skills. I'm not the best coder, but I'm resourceful. I understand tech stuff. Long story short, I built the first YouTube to WordPress plugin. So every time you put a video on YouTube, it automatically put it on your WordPress blog. And that's how I got in. That was my first tool I built, probably now over 10 years ago. And it's still around actually. And but I learned a lot from that experience. You learn when you build something, how to market it, you partner with people to do it yourself. How do you support it? How do you maintain it? So there's a lot of learning curve. But that led to another WordPress plugin a year later about podcasting. So taking podcasts to your blog. And then Facebook Live to your blog. And so I kind of got this reputation of you're the guy that repurposes content to your blog automatically. And then one day my customers asked, hey, can you repurpose from one platform to another? Like we love the automation to the blog, but can you go from, Facebook Live after it's done, send it to YouTube? I'm like, nah, can't do it. And then people ask, can you take a podcast, turn it into a video, send it off to YouTube? No, I can't do it. Enough people asked me, and I said, you know what? I think it's my calling. Like I need to at least give it a try. And that's how Repurpose was born. It was just enough people asked me and said, you're the automation guy. Figure it out, please. And then it started. That's how the whole journey began. About Repurpose was about 6 years ago, or 5.5 years ago now, and it's evolved into a whole bigger, different. It does a lot more than I ever even imagined. But it all started with customers asking me or telling me, please solve this problem for us.
Love it. So what do you do these days and who do you serve?
We serve anybody who's putting content online, whether it's people who do YouTube videos, people who do audio podcasts, and now probably our biggest audience is short form creators, people on TikTok and Reels and YouTube Shorts. Those are the hot platforms right now. Short form, TikTok just changed the game a couple of years ago and said, hey, short form is it. This is the way to go. People have a short attention spans. Anyway, so all the big players are on the short form space. So we jumped in there and we're like, we're going to help you take your TikToks, put them everywhere else for you automatically without the TikTok watermark. We can help you take your YouTube shorts, distribute them everywhere. So we got into the short form game. I kind of want to say by accident in a way. Like, I knew short form was big. We weren't doing it as a company. I wasn't doing it personally. I joined TikTok around November, like just last year. And I'm like, let me see what this TikTok thing is all about. Everyone's talking about it. What's short form content? How do you teach? How do you communicate in 60 seconds or less? Like, this is crazy. Like, I don't get it. Right? But just by watching and learning, man, I'm in love with it. Like, I love creating short form content. It's like done faster. You're clear to your point, in 60 seconds or less. It just helps you really focus on delivering. And these short form platforms, the YouTube Shorts and the Reels and the Facebook Reels and TikToks, they give you a lot of attention now. So
they do.
If you haven't started doing short form content, now is the time to start.
100%. What is short form? Like, what's your definition of short form?
Yeah, my definition is 60 seconds or less. And the reason why I say 60 is because YouTube Shorts right now is the shortest, has the biggest limitation. So you can't go more than 60 seconds. Yeah, if you want to go YouTube Shorts, which is right now, like, they're giving a lot of love to creators who are posting YouTube Shorts. Basically, a YouTube Short, there's nothing different about it. When you upload a video, it's as long as it's vertical and as long as under a minute, it automatically by YouTube gets categorized as a YouTube Short. So as a creator, you don't have to do anything different. You just got to make sure you shoot it in vertical or edit it in vertical and post it and keep it under 60 seconds. So
love it. So it has to be vertical.
It has to be vertical, yeah. And YouTube, at least my understanding, I'm not 100%, I'm like 99% sure, but definitely under a minute. It gets categorized as a YouTube Short, which has its own searchability, its own discoverability. It goes to new audiences. So you want to be on there. And if you're doing YouTube content, you want to mix and match. You want to complement your long form, your traditional videos, interviews, how-to type stuff, complement it with some YouTube Shorts, because YouTube Shorts goes out to a whole different audience. And when they discover you, they're going to see related videos, which link back to your long form videos.
Love it. So what are some of the best platforms to create content for?
Yeah, to me, it's kind of continuing what I said earlier. It's all about short form right now. Like, in this moment in time, it changes every 6 months, every year, maybe every 2 years. It's just always changing. But right now, if you ask me today, I would just forget about everything else, create short form video, put it on TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Same video. You don't have to shoot 4 different videos. It's the same video. As long as it's under 60 seconds, you can upload it here. Reels, Facebook Reels, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok.
Love it.
If you're not comfortable on TikTok, and some people are not, and that's totally cool, then YouTube Shorts should be your number one.
YouTube Shorts. So, does it give you like the most exposure and most results, like YouTube Shorts? Is that what I'm hearing?
It all depends on what kind of content you're creating and how consistent. You got to be consistent with these short form platforms. They expect you to be publishing quite a bit and consistently. So if you're doing, one video a week, you don't want to be posting short form content. You're not going to get the traction. You almost want to feed. It's almost like a hungry beast. You got to keep feeding the algorithm some content, especially the short form algorithms. I mean, I'm not an expert in the algorithm. I'm just going based on what I learned from others and what we've seen with our customers is posting consistently. So a common trend people or our users do is they've been on TikTok for some time. They have a backlog of TikTok videos and they just fire them off to YouTube Shorts, like 1 or 2 per day. Boom, 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 boom. So they're consistently feeding that beast for a month. And then it starts training their algorithm. Wait, this guy's posting every day. Of course, the content has to be relevant, has to be good. It can't be garbage. But if you've already created content, like a library of content, especially on TikTok, or maybe you've been doing it on IG Reels, send those off to YouTube Shorts. And you can use Repurpose to do that automatically. That's one of the biggest things that people love is the automation of our platform.
Automation. Love it. And we're going to get into Repurpose. While we're at it, tell us about what Repurpose does and how it helps.
Yeah, so you can think of Repurpose as it's a content repurposing tool. It's a web-based tool. There's no like, it's not an app on your phone. It's just you go in the web browser. It's similar to a social media tool that it publishes content to different platforms. You can publish to Reels, to Shorts, to Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the platforms. But the difference is you're not uploading content to it. You connect another social media platform that you have. Maybe you connect your TikTok channel, you connect your YouTube channel, and it grabs the content from one platform and sends it off to the other. And in between, you can do different things. You can create clips. You can make them vertical. You can, trim the video. You can go video to audio and stuff like that. So you can apply some kind of magic to it, or kind of, I call it not really video editing. It's literally like most common workflow is take my TikToks and send them to YouTube Shorts. That's probably our number one workflow right now.
Love it. So what can we do, say, with the video that we're in right now that is getting like aired on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, basically everywhere? How can your repurpose.io help me, I guess, chop up a whole bunch of different clips out of this 1 hour, 45-minute video and then bam, like send it all across different platforms?
Yeah, exactly. So this is another type of customer. Like this is what we call the long form customer. We've done long form content.
Yeah.
You can do a whole bunch of things. So the first thing you want to do is, well, right now we're streaming, you're streaming, we are streaming to simultaneously to multiple platforms. But if you weren't doing that, let's say you're just going live on YouTube, you would want to just grab the whole video off of YouTube when you're done and put it on LinkedIn, put it on your Facebook page. But since we're already going live on all these platforms, we can skip that step. The next thing you want to do is make clips. So maybe take 3, 4, 5, kind of depends on how much content there is. And from your interview, from this interview here, and with our tool, the beauty is when you create a workflow, for example, you want to grab it from YouTube Live. Since we're live on YouTube, you can repurpose content from YouTube. You would say, go give me YouTube to Instagram Reels, let's say. You make a workflow, then you click the video that's already on your YouTube channel. It loads like from inside Repurpose. You click a button, it shows up. You can have a little slider. You can pick the clips that you want, 1, 2, 10, as many as you want, and then you just hit schedule, and you can schedule them off to Instagram Reels. 1 tomorrow, 1 on Wednesday, 1 Friday, etc., etc. And then you can also have we have some templates you can use to turn this horizontal video into a vertical video, burn the captions across the bottom, put a nice headline on the top, and that can be fully automated. So when you make your clips, then you pick a template, you design your own templates and you pick one, then all you gotta do is just hit schedule and schedule that content out. And then the last kind of thing that a lot of people don't bother doing, but I think people are missing an opportunity, is to turn this video into an audio, like into an audio only podcast. And with Repurpose, you can do that as well. You can say, grab the video from YouTube, just take the audio portion of it, add an intro, outro to it if you want to, automatically through our platform, and then send it off to a few of the podcasting platforms and hosts that we integrate with, like Libsyn and Captivate, or just send to my Dropbox, and then me or someone on my team would upload that to my platform. So you can go from video into audio.
So something that we do is we create short clips less than 60 seconds out of our videos.
Okay.
Then we post it across different platforms. But the problem that I know is that I have is it's not vertical.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a title, there's a description, it's all tagged up, it looks good, but it's not vertical, and YouTube is not taking that as a short, nor is Instagram or Facebook, because it's horizontal, right? So can I set up a workflow to automatically grab whatever is on, say, my Instagram channel, grab it, put it in a template without my involvement, and then automatically make it vertical and automatically post it as soon as it appears? Or do I still have to be involved and log in and do a bunch of editing?
No, we have a mode called auto. Like our system is based on workflows. So it's just, you can make a workflow from YouTube to Instagram, or Instagram to TikTok or whatever. And then you can manually publish the content by clicking publish, or you can go in and choose your template, and then just turn it to auto, so that it takes the horizontal video, it puts it onto a vertical template, and then it automatically publishes your content. So we do have an auto mode that works really well when you're the best use case for it is when you're trying to, you can do it like you said, convert a horizontal to a vertical. A lot of people use it when they're repurposing short form because it's already short and it's already vertical. So you would just take it off one and put it onto the other. So yeah, so you're in full control. Like some of your workflows going from one channel to another can be auto and some can be manual depending on what you're doing. So if you're creating clips yourself, obviously you got to leave it in manual so you can make the clips.
And so it would grab the title and the description of the existing video and slap it on a new one and post it up again?
Exactly. Yeah. They'll grab everything from one, like they'll grab a title from YouTube, description from YouTube, and then pass that on to Instagram.
Dude, I'm going to do
on YouTube will come the caption on Instagram, for example.
Man, I'm going to try this. I am definitely going to try this.
Yeah, it's really changed a lot since the beginning. It's really evolved into a lot more than it was. That was literally 5.5 years ago with just did one thing. We took an audio podcast and turned that into a video, and that's how we got started.
So right now the list of all the short form or the real social platforms are YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Is there any other short form platforms that are?
I mean, they're all, video like Twitter has always been short, 2 minutes, but nobody considers that as a short form platform. Yeah. So just to be clear, with Instagram and Facebook, it's not a regular video. They have something called a Facebook reel, and an Instagram reel, which is different than an Instagram video. Mind you, I think Instagram is starting to kind of blend it and just make everything now a reel. But on Facebook, I think they're still separate. You can upload a video to your Facebook page or a reel to your Facebook page. So the reels is what's the equivalent of a TikTok. Like they're trying to compete with TikTok in their reels, where they push those reels out to as many people. And if people watch it, they're going to get more of your reels the next time you publish.
Got it. So if I'm getting started from scratch, and I'm just a small business owner and I've got some videos, how do I choose between these? Do I just post it everywhere and see what works, kind of like throwing wet spaghetti to the wall and see what works? Or is there like a way for me to pick and choose which one of these platforms is like better for me?
Good question. I think if you're, it depends on the kind of business you're in. If you're a local business, maybe you want to go YouTube first. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't sure if it matters from my point. Even if you're a local business, having a TikTok channel, having TikTok presence, having YouTube Shorts presence, Instagram and Facebook, you're just multiplying your chance of success. Like by being everywhere, then you're attracting the different audiences who hang out here versus there, because you don't know where they're. You don't want to limit yourself to where you hang out. But of course, if you're doing it all manually, it doesn't make sense. Like that's why you need a tool, you need a system, whether it's someone on your team or a tool like Repurpose to automate it, because it's time consuming. You upload here, then you upload here, then you upload here, then you upload here, and then it's just you spend all day making and uploading videos, and you have a business to run. That's not going to happen.
100%.
Yeah.
So but my strategy is that I stream, say our show, across any platform, any page, any group that we have. Nice. To get maximum exposure. Then we grab the audio and post it on our podcast, which is like God knows how many podcast platforms out there. Does your system transcribe the videos and audios as well?
It does not yet. I should say that's something where it's in our roadmap. Yeah, it's on our roadmap. You guys are working on it? Yeah, we're not working on it this second, but it's in our near-term roadmap. But we do have an integration with Otter, Otter.ai, so that I mean, it's a loose integration. I call it integration. Basically, you can have repurpose put this video into a Dropbox automatically, and
Okay.
then in a certain folder, and then automatically pick it up and then start
Oh,
transcribing.
I lost you. I lost your voice.
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Can you still hear me?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see what's happening with the audio here.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's
testing.
from my end or let me play something really short here. See if. Nope, not. Give me one more second. I'm going to try to play something on my end. See if it's from my end. My speaker is on.
Yeah, no problem. I'll talk now again just in case it comes back. But yeah, the idea is you want to get your content.
It's probably from my end. Why don't you tell us about that? I'm going to figure out what's going on my end.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, the idea is you want to put your content in all different platforms. If you want to turn this interview into an audio podcast, then you definitely want to attract a whole different type of audience that will let you do that. So, yeah, it's really important to put your content on different platforms. You don't know where people are searching. Like we have this motto, it says create once, publish everywhere. And that's how we built the repurposing platform, so that you can just create your content one time. It's an interview like this, create it one time, and then have systems in place, have the software in place, or maybe someone on your team in place, depending on what you want to do to get that content to different platforms.
Awesome. What is the roadmap to your product? Like, tell us about some of the features that you got in there, and what do you see as the future of Repurpose?
Yeah, I mean, we're focused on building a tool that integrates as many platforms as possible. So we're always on the lookout when new platforms come out. They have some kind of ability for us to integrate, and we integrate. So that's always our number one priority. Number two is we want to just let you be as hands-free as possible. We're still giving you flexibility. So one of the things we're adding is we're calling an auto scheduler, so that you can, instead of right now, the way our automatic publishing works, as soon as you publish a video on YouTube, within an hour or so, it automatically goes to your destination that you want it to go to. You publish a TikTok, within the hour, it goes to whatever platform you want, depending on how you set up our software. But people want a little more control. They want to have predefined slots, so that Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, send my TikToks to Instagram Reels. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, send them to my Facebook Reels. So you can have these kind of predefined calendar slots for each destination, and then you don't have to go into our software. It'll automatically just take the content and put it into that slot and publish it on that specific day and time for you. So that's one of our biggest features that people want. And so that, especially if you already have a library of content, you don't have to go into schedule one by one. You can just say go, and then the next time slot, the next video goes out. If it's the next day, it goes out. You have control over the schedule. The transcription service that we were talking about earlier, so that's going to be something we're adding. We're an automation tool first, but we are building some. We have right now some tools that lets you do a little bit of video editing, and I mean, it's not video editing; it's more like adding text and graphics around. But that's something that, we're looking to improve, to give you more control if you want to, on a per video basis. And then,
Beauty.
Our list is huge. We have a long list.
Beauty. So where can people find out more about your software and kind of get a feel for what it can do?
You can head over to repurpose.io and you can try it for free. Get a free trial to get you started, and you can get a feel for how our platform works and all the different connections you want to hook up to it and repurpose to and from. We also have some inside training inside the app as well. So we got like a little mini course that tells you, hey, if you create long form videos, here's exactly what you need to do. Set up this workflow, that workflow, that workflow. If you make short form videos, do this, do this, do this. If you do an audio podcast, set this up, set that up. So we walk you through depending on what kind of content you create.
Beauty. Gang, if you're watching or listening, you can go to repurpose.io to get a 14-day free trial of repurpose.io. It's repurpose.io. And there, sign up and get a 14-day trial and see what it can do for you. It will save you a lot of time and I guess money when it comes to repurposing, because you would have to spend all that time and money to do it yourself or pay someone to do it, and that will save you a lot of headache to tap into the all the shorts, and maybe it does long format too, right?
Yeah. I believe we've been talking a lot about shorts, but long format videos, long format audios, any kind of content. You can, if it's long, you can cut it to short. If it's short, you can just send it as it is. If it's long, you can send it as it is. If the platform supports long videos, like LinkedIn can go up to 30 minutes. I think you can take a YouTube video that's 15 minutes long, send it to LinkedIn. There's so much you can do with long video, especially because you can keep it as long, and then you can also cut it as short, and then you can also turn it into an audio.
Love it. Hani, this has been a great conversation. I really appreciate your expertise and telling us about repurpose.io. I did go through a trial and I haven't spent enough time on it, but based on what you told me about how we could repurpose our horizontal videos and turn it into YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook Reels and get more exposures, I am definitely going to give that a shot and a try. Is there anything that you would like to mention to our audience before we wrap up that maybe we didn't get a chance to?
I mean, just the message of focus on delivering value. Forget about the tools for a second. Let's focus on your audience. Focus on what your potential customer wants, how you want them to see you. That you're the expert in this space or that space. Talk about those. Share experiences about yourself, and teach. Focus on good content. And if you're just starting with video, or you've kind of put a break on video, jump right into short form. That's where it's at right now in terms of exposure, 60 seconds or less. Get in the habit of creating those, and you'll see your results, like your follower count, everything just goes up, especially now if you do short form video. So be consistent. So deliver value and be consistent.
Awesome. I really appreciate it. Well, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for sharing your message. Gang, again, if you're watching or listening, go to repurpose.io and grab a 14-day free trial of the app, and you could set up a lot of automation through that and save yourself a lot of time. Hani, thank you again. Thank you for joining us. It's been a great time hanging out with you and sharing your knowledge and learning about what Repurpose could do for us. Thank you for listening. You've been listening to Daily Conference for Entrepreneurs. We'll see you on our next episode next week. Thank you and have a great day.